Good morning, everyone. There's the wood pile, seen in daylight from the tree that took out our power while we were out of town. Oh my goodness. Good morning. It is Monday. I am groggy. And I'm gonna start coughing because whatever's going on in here is back from the winter. So feels like a tickle in the throat, and then I catch my breath and I have to cough. All right, you don't care. All right, that's not what this channel's about. So let's make our day, shall we? Make our day.
Another part has arrived. Actually, it arrived while we were out of town for the weekend. Did I mention we were out of town for the weekend? Yeah, we went out of town for the weekend. So I'm going to open this one up and show you what we've got. But again, it's hard working with these constraints of just holding, phone. And yes, I totally need a Rico lock, as you can tell by the sound of my voice. This is the auxiliary. I am always trying to not show stuff I shouldn't show. It's the auxiliary water pump. So that'll take like a minute to install. Let's watch. It's also like super gorgeous outside. I might have to move my operations outdoors instead of indoors. Almost dropped it, but I caught it. I'm happy to report that I think this fix actually worked pretty well. It feels fairly stable. Oh, no, I just broke it. Damn it, David. All right, maybe I'll try to re-glue it from the bottom. All right, now, if you remember, it's the piece that goes right here. So, actually, maybe I'm not going to get this done right now. Those two screws are what hold it in, but I can put the bracket on it, and then there's the one pipe for the bottom. And then the other one for the top is right here, laying kind of loose. That one right there. Yeah, I don't feel like undoing this whole thing and putting it on right now. Okay, old one's out of the box. Got the caps on it. Pardon me. Old, new. Old, new. So this comes off. Bracket here comes off and goes on there. And everything looks the same to me. Yep. Cool. Well, good afternoon. We've separated this from that so that we can lean this out, as you can see from where I showed you the other day. And now I've taken these two screws out, and now it's just a question of putting this here like so, and then attaching those two lines to it. But I can't hold the camera and do that, so you'll have to wait. Now, as you can see, there's rivets that hold this thing together, but the screws also compress the strap around it to hold it into place. All right, now I just gotta find the connector wherever it went. Lying around here somewhere, hanging out, and then, like I said, this goes on here. Right there. And the other one goes down there.
2 hours later.
Yay! New coolant flange, as we call it. I'll explain later.
Actually, I'll just explain right now. We put water into this system to test for leaks. We found 2 leaks. One was that temperature sensor that goes into the radiator that I'd swapped from the old one. I hadn't tightened it down enough. The second one was coming out of the side of the engine. It's the coolant flange, which is a plastic part that sends coolant to a couple of different places after it comes out of the motor to cool the things in the motor. I had actually had that part replaced when I very first bought the car and had the clutch done. And it's a plastic part, and at the time we said, hey, let's, it's a 20-year-old part and it failed. Get a new one and it'll last 20 years. It lasted 4. I think because the engine's been running hot, because when we looked at it in comparison to the new one, it looks like it had warped. So that all happened during that 2 hours in between. And now we're going to put that on and check for leaks, and there won't be any, and things will be good for a while. All right, 8 o'clock meeting. Oh, why? Who schedules 8 o'clock meetings? Time to log on. Happy Tuesday, everybody.
Okay, this was a bust. This is on. All right, these I have to secure on. Of these clips, you can see there's one left. Broken. So I don't know if I'm just gonna throw some tie wraps on there. I'm thinking maybe I could potentially drill a hole through that so I can get a tie wrap through it, or I can just, let the bumper hold it on, but that kind of stinks. So that, and then of course the crash bar goes on, and then everything else that needs to get done. So I'm going to get some soapy water. I'm going to scrub the living daylights out of the inside of this, and then I'm going to do it the same on the other side. And then I have to figure out exactly what I need to do to disconnect the aliens, if I'm going to delete them completely and save the weight, which I probably will. They're broken, so I'm just going to take the whole thing off. So do I need to trim this back? Do I need to get rid of that also? I don't know what I need to do with that. Those around here. Do I have to remove a fuse, or do I just plug the line? I mean, I've unplugged it. So do I don't know. But I want to clean first. And look at that, just from all this time sitting out, look how rusty that's gotten. That's just insane. Insane in the membrane. So good old tie wraps to the rescue. Of course, in trying to pull it, I broke this bottom tab off a little bit. And I realized that, of course, it would be easier to put these on if this wasn't there. But now it's there, so I'm just going to have to deal with it. So, note to self on the other side. Very typical. We're getting close. All right. Cool. Now I need 2 hands. I can get to it, though. We can get to this. Can he do it left-handed? I ain't looking for perfection, but let's get at least some of the dirt out of here while we can, right? That's one part that I know needs to get cleaned out. All right, the bolts come up through the bottom to get tightened onto the bash bar. Oh, there's an easy way to show you this. So, Allen key in the bottom, and then a wrench up on top. And someone's calling me, so you'll have to wait. Alien that was working removed. All the tubing's over there, and now I'm taking out the one that I installed, and I'm just taking it all out. I know I mentioned this when I fixed this summer, but these screws to take this thing out are such a pain. It is so tight in here that I'm, using this little ratchety thing, and I thought that was loose enough I could finish it off by hand. Come on, you can do it. Yeah, it's just ridiculous. Thank you, Audi, again, for a clever but difficult thing. Come on, ratchet. There you go, see? glad I have this little ratcheting tool. Remember when I did the other ones, I ended up just using the bit and a small crescent wrench. Well, there it is, out of there. Like I said, when I got this old one before, used one that was working, I just wanted to see them work once, and they worked once. So here's my solution for this. This is, of course, the feed pipe for the water for the aliens up front. So I put some gasket maker on this bolt, and I'm just gonna shove that sucker in there. It actually shoves in and then it threads in past a certain point. And let's just hope that the gasket maker, I didn't have any silicone handy or anything like that. So, you know, we just want that to form a little seal. I've already disabled the pump. I unplugged it. So let's just hope that that, and that's obviously from something from Trevor's car, that forms a seal. Looks pretty good. All right. Those are hand tight in. The trim piece here that needs to get connected. I'm telling you, this top one's easy. That second one down there, you just barely see, never wants to go on because the intercooler's in the way. As you can see, the intercooler is in the way. So it's hard to get the stupid socket on there. All right, now we got it. Cool. Come on off. Nice and easy. Yeah. Good enough. All right, I need to find one more of those though, obviously. All right, looking good. Let's get the wheel arch in. Man, the other thing I really need to do is I need the spring compressor so I can put the new, there's a bushing up there. It needs to get added. All right, now let's get some rust off of here and put my wheels on and wheel arches in and be done with this job. I don't know if it really shows up very well, but there's like a wall cloud. See that gray there in the distance? That is, looks like a mountain range or a wave, and it's just cloud. That's freaky. So it's going to completely obscure sunset. Yeah, that's just cloud. That is wild. Meteorology is so cool. You know, some of these are a pain in the butt to get to, quite frankly. But you just do your best, right? Yep, it's not finding the hole. Oh, what a pain. Oh, what a pain. So after all that, oh, I should shut the door or turn off the lights. The car doesn't want to start. Look, no gas, probably. Let's see. All right, we'll try again. Yep, the light's working because we actually had sun today. And the moon is out. But the clouds have covered over, so the planets are no longer in sight. And almost everybody's home, and my stupid car won't start. Don't know why. All I did was put the front back together, and it won't start.